Hey video guys, so I'm coming at you with another video and we're gonna do a little something different here because it's May. It's Asian Pacific American History Month. So let's dive into the top 3 Asian American actors and actresses of 2020. Let's get into it.
Welcome, welcome, as we celebrate
Asian Pacific American History Month and the top 3 Asian American actors that you need to watch out in 2020.
As always, ladies first.
But first, if you're new to my channel, what up? I'm Mitch. I'm Hey Mitch, Mitch, all the Mitches, and pretty much I like talking about what I like talking about on my channel. So I'm pretty much talking about pop culture reviews and current events within the scope of entertainment, culture, and purpose. So again, I like talking about what I like talking about. So TV movie reviews, I got that. If you like talking about social commentary, political stuff, I got that too. So be sure to check out those videos as you are finishing this video. Secondly, real quick, I'm still procrastinating with everything behind me, so please excuse the mess. But if interior decorator, please let me know your ideas. I have some ideas to put like some a gallery wall behind me, bookshelves and everything. So if you are an interior decorator, please send me links, ideas. I'm more than willing to look at it. As soon as things are opening up, I can probably go to IKEA and all that stuff to buy some more stuff that I can actually furnish the things behind me. So give me some ideas. Alright, cool. It is Asian Pacific American History Month, and you know what? I was thinking about what can I do a video for this topic, for this month, to celebrate it and everything, and I was actually thinking about all the Asian Americans who have been into entertainment business, who have been media personalities, whether on YouTube or even in the political realm. And I kind of want to dive into, because of the Asian Hustle Network, which is a great online resource for those entrepreneurs and business-minded people who can share together, network, and get in contact with each other. But I was thinking, which Asian American actors and actresses are still in the hustle, who are still up and coming, who we should still support and keep a lookout for. So again, with this video, it's not like a huge ass poll or anything. I just went to the Asian Hustle Network and just asked like a simple question. What do people think, who people are looking out for in 2020 as far as the top Asian American actors and actresses? Hey Asian Hustle Network, I'm working on my next YouTube video and it's geared towards APA History Month. As a whole, we made strides for the Asian Americans to be seen on the big screen, i.e. Crazy Rich Asians. But of course, the hustle continues. And I want to know which aspiring and hustling Asian American actors and actresses are you rooting for? Pairing the theme of this Facebook group, I'm more interested to see who's on your radar of actors, media personalities, etc. who are still up and coming. So less Lucy Liu and more Annakana. This is a great way to follow folks who others may not be too aware of and give them future support. For this poll, I'm doing it Hunger Games style. Put down your tribute, one male and one female, who you are rooting for to be the next breakout star representing the Asian American community. Also, keep in mind, Asian American is super vast, from East to Southeast to South to Central Asian. So feel free to throw in some real unknowns. For my actual video, I'll compile the top 3 males and females. Alright, I'm looking forward to who you volunteer, and may the fortune cookie be ever in their favor. So starting at number 3, which I totally agree, Lana Condor, and yes, she is definitely up and coming, and I'm glad that people are starting to notice. For me, I noticed her first in X-Men Apocalypse, where she played Jubilee. She could have had a bigger role, great, but she was there, and there's deleted scenes in which she was supposed to showcase her abilities. Okay, whatever. And you know, that was also important because we already have Olivia Munn who was playing Psylocke, so that was a great breakout role for Lana, right? Next, people started to noticing her in that movie To All the Boys I Loved Before. That's so great. I personally started to get notice of her and watch her and put her on my radar when she was actually in the sci-fi series Deadly Class, which is unfortunately canceled. She plays a daughter of a Yakuza boss, and she is essentially an assassin in the school of assassins. Again, she's definitely up and coming. I totally agree with her being on the number 3 on this particular list. And again, I totally agree that she's up and coming and something that you need to look out for. And so I'm really glad that she made it on this top 3 list of actresses that you need to look out for. And so I'm really excited to see what she can do in the future. Already she had other roles in like Alita Battle Angel and all that stuff. And so definitely looking out for what other projects she's doing in the future. Next on my list at the number 2 slot is Aquafina. And yes, definitely agree there too. Like, she is someone who's up and coming. Obviously, a lot of people started making notice of her in Crazy Rich Asians, but she was also in Ocean's 8 and especially more recently in Jumanji, which she played totally an awesome character, right? I mean, definitely she's getting into more projects and everything, so definitely I'm definitely looking out for her. And you know, I'm gonna call her the dark horse of the group because, like, well, kind of, because she kind of almost played impairing part in a dark horse in Jumanji, but more so she is someone that she's definitely someone you need to look out for, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna like win the race in a lot of people's hearts and minds in what she's gonna be doing. And at the number 1 slot on this list is gonna be YouTuber herself, Annakana. Of course, I am definitely agreeing with a lot of people here. Yes, she's very up and coming. People should definitely have her on her radar. I was pleasantly surprised when I got to see her in a cameo. I believe it was Ant-Man in one of the post-credits or right before the credits. So definitely I was like, already she's in the MCU, so this is great. And I'm looking forward to what other projects she's getting into. I think also when it comes to Annakana, I think it goes to show what this video actually is that people who are breaking out in these roles in the media, in entertainment, and especially Annakana represents someone who is doing it in the non-traditional way, where she's going from YouTube into like the big screen, and I think that's so great. I think that's one of the biggest items for this video, is that the industry is changing in which people can make it without being in the traditional manner. So when it comes to like future properties for Annakana to do, I would love to see her in possibly something in the Star Wars universe. I know the High Republic is coming, so that's definitely something that she can possibly get into, if not the Mandalorian or something. But I already seen her do like some short video on YouTube of her doing like a Star Wars character, fan fiction stuff. So it's not out of the realm, you know, per se, but it would be really great to see her in a big property like Star Wars. Okay, cool. So now on to the guys. And I think this is where the list actually gets really interesting, because this is where I feel like this is the more up and coming. These are the more unknowns that a lot of people don't know about, and some of them I didn't even know about. So I'm really interested to talk about this side of the list. So in 3rd place, we got 2 people tied for 3rd place, and then obviously we have 2nd place and 1st place. For 3rd place, we have a tie with Andrew Koji and Carlin James. Andrew Koji was someone nominated by Frank Xiang. Sorry if I pronounced your last name incorrectly, but he nominated him. Obviously something cool. I never heard of him. Looking him up, he is British. Cool. And you know what? He is in Peaky Blinders, which is kind of like a 1920s, something about an opium trade. I had to look him up on this clip, and yeah, I mean, he seems very cool. I'd like to get to know him, and looking him up on IMDb, he's gonna be playing Storm Shadow in a new G.I. Joe movie, so I guess that's pretty cool over there. Okay, next, Carlin James. Awesome. I think we have mutual friends in like Southern California. I think I had friends that probably went with school with him, so I'm definitely rooting for him because I'm pretty sure we have mutual friends. So he's been on my radar, and he's definitely up and coming. A lot of his stuff is more walk-on roles, like one scene roles and everything. But obviously I'm rooting for him, especially being Filipino. What up? And then also obviously from California, Southern California. What up? Number 2. So I know he's been in How to Get Away with Murder and American Crime Story. So I'm really cool. It's really cool to see him in these little character roles, right? Obviously it'll be great when he lands a bigger role, right? Like when it comes to like Carlin James, obviously he's landing some of these small character roles, so obviously he would probably need to do a TV show if he ever lands a reoccurring character before he probably lands something in the big screen. But who knows, maybe he'll catch a break. If anything, maybe I would love to see him in like some TV show that I love on Netflix, maybe like Altered Carbon or something, or maybe on something on the CW like Riverdale. So I'm definitely looking out for him and to see what he does in his career. Next up at the number 2 slot, we have Manny Jacinto. Manny Jacinto was nominated by Des. Again, this is a person that was an unknown for me, so I'm definitely I had to look him up. Very cool. He's Canadian. He's Filipino, so that's really awesome. Likewise, what up to another Filipino and Canadian, so that's really cool. Just looking up on IMDb, and I'm pretty sure this is where a lot of people know him from. He's in a good place. I know the TV show. I haven't seen it. I know there's like a monk that is not a good character. Good as in attributes, but he's a bad person. I don't know. Like he was pretending to be a monk or something. But I don't know too much about The Good Place. You can correct me. You can add in the comments. You can let me know. But yeah, so that's where I kind of hear about him. So yeah, that'd be cool. I think the most notable thing is looking up on him on his IMDb. He's going to be in the new Maverick Top Gun movie. So I'm not sure if he's going to be playing like a major pilot role or just like some background character. So, but definitely cool to see him progress and be in an upcoming movie. So that's very exciting. Depending on how he does in Top Gun Maverick, you know, we'll see how he does in like a military role. And so maybe he can do another Amazon Originals like in Jack Ryan where he plays another military ongoing character. So definitely, again, a great thing to see how he does and how he's going to progress, and something to look into for this guy. And cool. So at the number 1 spot we have Simu Liu, not Shimu Liu. Sorry, I totally spelled his name wrong. It was a typo, and like I feel so bad of doing it. Yeah, I totally dishonor me, dishonor you, dishonor your cow, and yeah, totally mess it up. So if he ever sees this video, maybe it'll be something funny, and hopefully he'll appreciate it and laugh about it, and you know, we can have a good time, because obviously he's the number 1 on this list. Like when it comes to the guys and girls, he's the one that everyone is looking out for good reason. So not only have I seen him in like The Expanse and some other shows, he is gonna be the leading character in an MCU movie, Shang-Chi. Other people have mentioned that this is gonna be a watershed moment, and I totally agree, 100%. And I had to even look up what watershed even means, and it's essentially it's an idea in which a lot of rivers come together into a lake, whatever. So it is a culmination of events that's leading up to this, like whether it's Crazy Rich Asians and everything else that was before it, right? And I totally agree that this is going to be a watershed moment, because not only we have a Asian American actor in the MCU in a leading role, he is starring in his own movie. And I think that, yes, agreed, 100%. This is gonna be a watershed moment. Now, when it comes to Shang-Chi, like, I have no idea who this character is. I know I had to look him up, like, on YouTube, especially when Iron Fist came out. A lot of people were talking about Shang-Chi, because, like, why you have, like, the Iron Fist, you should have Shang-Chi, whatever. And so, personally, just by on the surface level, like, I'm a huge MCU fan, duh. But, I mean, when it comes to Shang-Chi and looking up at his abilities, he's just a really great, one of the best, if not the best, martial arts guy in the MCU, Marvel Universe. But that's where his powers are kind of stupid. Like, he has just, use chi, I guess, and like augments his strength and speed. Like, kind of like just a slightly cooler version of Captain America. I mean, Captain America's very cool, like, it's Chris Evans. But, I mean, me personally, when it comes to the rest of the MCU universe, you have like bigger, powerful Thor and Doctor Strange and even Spider-Man, like, they have bigger feats, you know? And so I don't know what to expect from Shang-Chi. Obviously, I'm rooting for it, you know, but I'm hoping there is gonna be a slight difference in this MCU version. Give him like the ability of like Naruto Kakashi, where he can like copy everyone's abilities. I feel like that's Taskmaster, but or maybe he can like just watch someone and know where their weakness, their Achilles heel is, and just go for it. He can super analyze someone just by movement, how they just portray themselves. All I'm saying is Shang-Chi needs to be something cool, way cool, other than some martial arts guy, okay? I think that's fair enough to say. Okay, so wrapping it up, I think this was very cool, and I'll post the results right in front of me as I continue talking, so you can see like who voted for what type thing, and like the number of votes and everything. And so yeah, very, 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 very cool. Again, the reason why I did this is obviously I want to bring more awareness to these up-and-coming actors that people should probably take a look out for, right? And so, as much as this is more so for the Asian Hustle Network to kind of like have a discussion and talk, but this is also for everyone to check out and see, and who to root for and who to support in like this constant evolution of Asian Americans in the media. And if you like this video, please comment, share, like, and subscribe. Comment below, tell me what you think, let me know who you feel is some honorable mentions, who else that you should look out for, if this list was pretty good and everything. But yeah, you can follow me at my Instagram at HeyMitch. You can also follow my joint Instagram at It's Mandatory Fun, where I do other videos with my friend Jen. And yeah, check out my other videos and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace, peace, peace. Be with you.